You're bitches. Better recognize.
Crime laps with your 4 wins.
I offered you a chance when we could have done something. I offered you a chance to be a cop, and you blew it!
Of course not. This is a lovely room of death. What a pisser.
Oh, great Odin's Raven! Woo!
I better use my strong hand.
All right. Regular hot dog cart in here, huh?
What? What did you say?
I said blow it out your ass, Whip.
Like, I may be old-fashioned, but the man says wear your boner pants. I wear my boner pants.
Then I even tried to talk her into giving me the fucking Dutch rudder. Shot me down on that, too.
And a Dutch rudder is?
You don't know what a Dutch rudder is? All right, look, you grab your dick, and then you have someone else work your arm. Here, let me show you.
I coalesce the bait of human experience into a viable and logical comprehension.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
I just want to hang out. No big deal.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
What's going on, gang? Jerk here. It's Thursday night, which means it's Thursday Night Thunder. So, let's get this party rolling because it is going to be a big show with a gigantic slideshow. So, first up, let's get the Taki Man himself in here. What's going on, Mr. Gaines?
What's up, Jerk? What's up, Raw Dogs? Just want to thank the big man upstairs for the hurricane not effing up too much crap down in Florida. Thank God for that. And thank God for the Mets going to the championship, baby.
You're not allowed to watch, though, right? Well, you're not watching?
Dude,
you better not be.
Real quick, I don't want to bore everyone with sports ball. I didn't watch the whole 7 innings. I think we didn't have a show. As soon as I pop it on, the guy almost walks the bases loaded. So I turned it right back off. With that,
what decision?
Turned it right off. I'm a mush. Let's get the crew up in here and get this shit rolling.
Let's get rolling. All right. Next up, this man is not lost at Ollie's tonight. So let's get him in here. Tim, welcome. Always good to see you, sir.
Gentlemen, happy to be here. Thanks as always for having me. It's spooky season. I'm loving this time of year. Apparently the Northern Lights are making an appearance tonight in Pennsylvania. And Angelo, to echo your sentiments, again, shout out to all of our friends down there in Florida. Again, it seems it could have been a lot worse, but we say that, but yet there's still people without power and everything else. I got a lot of friends down there. So people hope you're safe. Hope you're getting by. Mother Nature, she's a shrewd bitch.
Yeah,
she most certainly is. And not speaking of shrewd bitches, speaking of lovely ladies, speaking of lovely ladies,
Jesus, Tim.
Let's bring in our favorite moderator for Thursday night, Skelly.
Hey guys, what's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Good. You pumped for this is horror. So
yeah, I'm actually nervous too because I have to talk more. But
she's got talking points.
Don't be nervous. This is just a bunch of fucking dorks and
it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. It's all it is. You're fine. Yeah.
So we have 65 heads up in here. Should we just slide into slides and get this
Let's
party
rip
going,
into
or do you want?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give a fair warning. There is like nothing for toy news.
Good night for no toy news.
Yeah, this is a perfect night for, a list of horror movies, but we'll talk about that.
Here's some toy news. Here's some toy
Ooh.
news right here. Here's your
Nice.
toy news of the week.
Terrific build-a-figure.
Look at this SOB right here. He is glorious. He hurts the fingers to put them together. Brian, thank you for mentioning the video on your Monday show. I remember you put that out there. Thank you.
Yeah, did you notice I went on a Transformers rant for you?
I love it. I'm not a real collector. This dude, I'm not going to waste our time. Check out my building him in my review if you'd like to see it. He is awesome. He hurts the fingers to put them together. He can't stand for shit, but he looks absolutely amazing. So I would suggest maybe getting it if you think it's a cool character. So
I like the wave, so I'll pick it up, and then I know some of them will be discounted at GameStop because some of them are a little weaker than others.
Yeah, but it is a fun wave, and I basically ranked all of them in my humble opinion and built this guy on my channel. So a lot of fun if you want to check it out, people. If not, buy it at your own risk.
Sweet. And speaking of that, let's segue into this.
This is such a crock of shit.
I am never gonna financially recover from this. Yes.
Okay.
Bring him up.
Okay.
Let us tell us the score, Gaines. What's the story?
The Green Lantern is a mess. It's a reuse of a super. I forget whose head. It just makes no sense to me because he already released the classic Green Lantern, and it just doesn't make any sense. But if you see it on a peg and you want it, go for it. The Superman gets a little more interesting, a little bit more interesting. In a way, I applaud the man for re-releasing a Superman that is resold for like $80, but it's only resold because the Supes 1000 is still McFarlane's best Superman. So there's a caveat there. So this is all reuse except for the Superman emblem isn't sculpted and the cape is wired, and it does have the Superman emblem on the back. Now, I'll give you some advice if you're a McFarlane DC Multiverse collector. Buy this figure and take your Hush Superman, because this Superman is too short, is one of its crutches as well. Take your Hush Superman.
Let's bring up Gaines.
Hi, boys and girls. I like to. This makes him beefier and taller and more appropriate to stand next to Batman and Wonder Woman. This is the Hush legs, Hush arms, Supes 1000 chest.
His abs.
And I bought a cloth cape. So that's that.
Good though.
It's beautiful. It's a nice ass Super. Once you do all that bullshit. Now, out of box, that's a nice Superman, but he's just too short. I guess I could have just said that from the beginning, but I like the fucking
king.
No,
he's
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's at Walmart now, apparently, too. This fucking guy will announce a figure and it'll be in stores that day. It's fucking wild.
Dude, you're not wrong. I've noticed that too with him. Like, things come out very quickly when he announces them. They're like literally off the boat already, like on the way to the store.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking lights. All right, let's move into our next slide. Sorry about that, guys. And here's a better look at the McFarlane's, statues we looked at last week, but we get actual photos now. I think it looks good. I didn't know the Hulk had a base like that, or is that fucking cardboard?
I think it's cardboard, but it looks good though.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I was just gonna say, if you're getting a nice dial piece, the Venom one looks like cardboard to me. The Hulk one, they did a nice job of making it look like it's not cardboard, to be honest.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
Never gets old.
No.
No, especially when you're not ready for it, But look at the Hulk's knee. That looks kind of chunked out, though.
But if you look at the drawing,
yeah, no doubt. But it's cool. I ain't saying shit. Same thing with these.
I love the fucking Hulk, reflection in his claw.
That's where I was gonna go with this whole thing.
Great. These look really good. It's just
not my thing, but they look cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Little fire there.
A little.
We got a little tiny fire on set. I don't remember seeing the Green Goblin, and that's awesome because that's more Mcfarlane artwork. Like that's totally based off his artwork.
Do you think he's going all in on these fucking statues to set up a possible?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
This is what I could do if you give me the license, because we're all hearing it now. Like the closer this gets, we hear, oh, you know, Hasbro doesn't want the Marvel license or the Star Wars, so we're gonna hear it everywhere. But this is a showcase for sculpting. You know what I mean? Like we could get interesting stuff. I don't know how good it's gonna be. You know,
and then he could say, well, now I'm making 7-inch Marvel figures to match with your 7-inch DC figures that you complained that weren't.
I feel like that's exactly what would happen if he were to get the license.
Totally.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's gonna say, "Oh, yeah, I'll just keep doing 6-inch." So it goes at your old Marvel Legends. He's gonna remake everything that's already been made in a 7-inch scale, so that everybody has to go back and buy all the DCE stuff they didn't buy if they're Marvel Legends fans. So they go together on the shelf, you know.
Mm-hmm. He'll do it.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
All right, this thing's on Big Bad Toy Store as an exclusive, and I just want to put it up here as a warning that it is a total piece of shit toy that I own. And save your fucking money.
Yeah.
POS alert. POS alert.
Yeah, I have this thing. It does not resemble Arnold. It doesn't. The face does not look like that render, and it won't in the new toy. So they probably took all the ones they couldn't sell, took them out of the box, splattered them with blood, repacked them, and now they gave them the BT, you know, Big Bad Toy Store. So, you know, not a fan, not a fan. So
you know what though? That gave me an idea. We might need a POS alert bumper. Whenever it's something we certify a POS.
Potential POS. It's not bad.
POS.
Potential. That's a nice. I like that.
Yes. Segments. All right.
Oh, I don't. Cool.
Yeah, we don't do wrestling figures that much, but this is from when I used to watch wrestling.
Yeah, man.
And the Dudleys, how fucking dope is that?
I can speak on this too. I just did my video, my hunt that came out before this. Plug, always. I did see that they just put out a Mattel Sandman figure, which I haven't found yet. I will totally buy it. I don't buy many wrestling anymore. He comes with a kendo stick, but somebody left a comment in my video that said these Dudleys were up for pre-order or whatever, and they fit right in there with the Sandman idea from ECW. So this is great. This is really cool. They have your Taz figures and all sorts of stuff. You can put together an old ECW lineup here.
Well, two things for me. I loved it when these fucking guys put that old lady through a table. Remember that shit? Mae Young? She was like 100 years old.
Dude, she was a boss, man. She was a boss at an old age.
And how do they not come with a table in that box? I mean, that's a missed opportunity.
There we go. Lucas said that. Hey, Luke.
Okay.
Hey, and were you watching Michael French was extra mean to poor Lucas here on the stream. I saw it happen. Yeah, he was trying to be nice, ask him about his dinner, and Michael French was like, "Stop being weird." You know what I mean? So I feel so bad. Like, dude, how does this guy get away with just lighting people up, man?
Because
whatever. Like, I'm not starting a beef. I'm just saying the guy gets a pass to be mean to everybody. I see him do it all the time. Like, somebody made fun of his pants, dude. He lost his mind. He was like,
he got mad at me again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who gets away with that shit but him? You know what I mean? Like, I would never light anybody up. Like, I'd just be like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's goof bags. But Lucas, I was there. I saw it happen, brother.
Was this last Monday when he had that real serious picture for the show?
No, he was on like Analog Toys.
Oh, on the other show. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, they're trying to have a, serious conversation, but he wasn't being like a jackass. He was just doing what he does. He was like, what do you have for dinner? Fitness stuff, so.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I thought it was funny. You know what I mean? And you know, I've seen you get lit up by him.
Oh, I got lit up last week. I made a joke. He wasn't having it. He pretty much, and I it is what it is. I love the guy though.
I love him too. I'm just saying it's funny,
I can meet him in person and there's very few people who I let talk shit to me face to face. I would let that fucking guy just light me up.
I like it.
Especially like if you're a grill, I'm fucking you up, man. You know?
You're done, bitch.
You're done.
Maybe instead of seeing red, he might make you so pissed off you see him as a grill. You know what I mean?
Like a mouth moving.
Start Dragon Ball Z powering up to fucking punch his lights out. That's funny.
We have another membership, Jason.
Oh, I missed one.
Yeah.
I suck. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow here. Oh, thank you so much for gifting that shit out. And let's get you over.
Come on!
There we go. There we go. Thank you for catching that, Skelly. Let's move on to the next thing.
It's a beast of a fucking Horde Trooper.
Oh, big dude.
The wrenches.
I love the wrenches, dude. The wrenches are the best. Like I said, like 2 weeks ago, I had no idea about the wrenches, but they are so much fun. This thing's awesome, man. Like Mattel knows how to do it right with all the shit they have, man. But
this is like Mattel store exclusive or some bullshit.
I'm sure. I don't know. I just see the pretty pictures and I'm like, ooh,
that's good. I like it.
Skelly, you want to read this one real quick?
I like the retro blasting content, and he was always cool to me until then. I've always strongly disliked Laster Pant.
Yeah, he doesn't want to say that.
Laster Pant. He's a sack of shit.
Oh, jeez. Yikes. Yikes.
Oh, man.
That was brutal. I didn't see that on the end. Sorry. Oh, my God.
It's okay.
Can't win them all.
Everybody has an opinion. You know what I mean? I love Laser Pants. I think he's one of the best out there, man. It, like, for running a show.
Is Laser Pants?
No. He's on another bigger show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Oh, hey, Tizzle. Everybody wish her well. Hey.
I hope you feel better soon.
Yep.
She's getting there. Day by day, we're getting there.
Good.
And then we had...
Go ahead.
I knew they were coming out. You know me and the bugs. I don't care about the bugs.
This is like Naked Lunch meets, I don't know.
Yeah.
Old gang. They sold out, but Mezco. If you're a Mezco diehard in the chat, one of you raw dogs, let us know if you pre-ordered this, because I guess it's supposed to be a shrimp alien, which sounds very Men in Blackish and very fun, but I just don't. It's too messy. If I can't tell what the fuck I'm looking at, this is a jump, but it was almost like the Transformers movies. You know, the designs, you couldn't see their faces and shit.
It was so fast.
Right, that's what it reminds me of. If I have to like think about what I'm looking at, it's an ugly design, but the suits are really nice.
Yeah. Everything, except for the heads. I'm just not into the bug people, but everything looks good. And I love the shrimp pet. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's hilarious.
And they got hats.
Yeah, the little Blues Brother thing. But yeah, I just don't like the Mezco bugs don't do it for me, So
well, this is to fight. This is Doc Nocturnal's enemies, supposedly. Well, in their little canon.
Yeah.
I just don't imagine this is who we would fight. Like they had
I'm thinking Frankenstein, Dracula.
I thought he was a monster. A monster hunter.
Not an exterminator, a bug exterminator.
They
but it's his lore. It's his lore. Exactly. So whatever, it's just not my thing. But they came loaded with a bunch of shit, They look fun.
Whoa.
Yep. And it's real quick public service announcement for Frostbite's comment. No drama.
Where is that? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Laser Pants, friend of the channel, been on the show with us. We've been with him, and additionally, Retro Blasting, Brian.
We love them.
Beef, and that they love him.
Yeah,
so
we love them. I was just pointing out a fact. You know what I mean?
No drama, no hate, no issues amongst any of us.
None.
Comments in the chat.
Zero. We're
not going to be. Yeah, no.
I'm just commenting on how somebody rolls. That's all, and it's not like I'm saying anything that isn't true. You know what I mean? He's lit up my buddy Gaines multiple times. So
I wear it like a badge of honor.
Yeah, it's just how it is. You know what I mean? So whatever. It's entertaining, honestly. It's just
everybody has opinions out there in the YouTube world. We all know that for sure. But Laser Pants, friend of the channel, we've been on his show. He's been on the show. So before anybody's taking us running it and trying to start something here, I'm just going to spray the fire extinguisher on that real fast. That we're not dealing with any sort of October surprise here. Okay?
Yeah, not at all. No, fuck no. We are the least drama people out there. Like none of our channels do drama whatsoever.
Yeah. Other than the brewing war that's going to take place between YoJoeJerk and Toy Gains one day.
Exactly.
And we've been talking about it for years. It's going to happen. But
I'm going to turn heel on Gains.
I tell you what.
Wrench. Mother effing wrench right to the face, Gains. Jerk's going to throw it.
Wrench it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm here to talk about fucking toys, mother.
Exactly.
Exactly. I leave the beef. My beef is in the streets, motherfuckers.
It's in the beef or the streets in Newburgh.
I'm not beefing over fucking toys. That'll be the last fucking thing. Someone just said this. Another beautiful figure. Just wish it was 112. I mean, this is a fucking masterpiece. It's just a big figure. This isn't a statue, man. This is a posable fucking figure. It's pretty impressive.
It's made by the people who made that seamless Iron Man we looked at before. Cody, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We will stay peaceful. This company almost has me wanting
this isn't
what they make. Like, these are the seamless. Remember, it was like the 1980s Iron Man. Like,
yes. Yep. Oh, this isn't Sideshow. This is something totally new. Okay.
Oh, this is Hot Toys with that other company.
Okay.
So they made that brown suited Wolverine we looked at. This is the unmasked version. So he comes with the fucking beautiful base that you could put the comic book in. He's got the fucking super claws. Like, look how long those things are. They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't even fit in his forearm.
No.
But this thing is fucking beautiful. Whoa. Holy cow. Sorry about that.
Look like a girl I met once.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
It's
I have nothing to say.
I'm sorry, man.
That was wonderful. That was.
I'm trying to cut down on the dick and pussy jokes. All right, I'm sorry.
Yes.
So real quick, it's just ironic that we're talking about a bigger Wolverine because I literally had this in my hand for the first time in a while tonight. I was just moving stuff around here on my.
Let me bring you up. Sorry, buddy.
So that's again for people who might be newer to the hobby. Marvel Legends did do the larger figures.
Oh yeah,
so as a scale, there he is here next to State.
Underrated too at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this Wolverine. A lot of people consider this one of the best Wolverines ever made because it was very cool. I got this at like Ross or something crazy, but yeah, there are Legends they used to make this size. Our Super Adaptoids that we have are basically reuse of these Marvel Legends. So just for people that are out that they're unaware, that might be new to the hobby, Marvel Legends did make bigger.
Yes.
Wolverines and Captain Americas and Black Panthers in the past. So
yeah, it was Rocco had the symbiote Spider-Man. Yeah. So
okay,
that's it for toy news because there really wasn't jack shit this week. So we can move into
No, I'm not. Don't bait me. I'm not fucking gonna get this. That's where it starts to. I'm like a child. I'm like
It just all goes downhill.
This is why I got to drive a truck at 4 a.m. because in school, when I got started and I made people laugh, I couldn't fucking stop until I was kicked out of the classroom. So
yep, and look at us now. We wake up at the ass crack of dawn, buddy.
Waking up with raccoons and possums and shit.
Shit, I saw a bear like just walk down my driveway the other day. I'm like, oh, I am up too fucking early, man. I'm like, what the fuck? He must have been sleeping on the other side of the car on the side of my house, and I woke him up.
He wanted to ride downtown, Brian. He's looking
oh my god,
take a ride to Lehigh Valley.
At least the bears around here kind of just are Great Dane size. They're not like, big giant monsters. Like I could run from them and maybe, get mauled a little bit.
Yeah.
It won't like destroy you. So it's
just remember, Brian, you don't need to be faster than the bear, just faster than the person with you, and you'll be fine. So if you're alone, you're in trouble.
True. Well, I know bears in my area. You go right up your fucking car roof. They can't get up there. You know what I mean? Like, you have to get a smart fucker. He'll try to get up there, but just jump on your car roof. You're fine. You scream, wave your hands, they run away.
Double J is right. If the Mets win the pennant, we got Northern Lights in PA, and I'm not going to talk about boobs.
Yeah. What are we going to have? We're going to have a blood moon now. Like all kinds of bad shit's going to happen.
Oh, we got a super chat.
God damn my phone.
Killa.
I got you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir. And thanks for being. Killa's always very kind to me on my channel. I appreciate you, brother.
Same
all right, let's
thing.
look at horror shit. Sorry, I'm fucking pumped, man.
Yeah, no. We got a lot to talk about.
I know.
So
hey, I'll tell you what. Hey, Skelly.
Yeah.
Ask me if I'm excited to talk about horror movies.
Tim, are you excited to talk about horror movies? Oh. That's
Jesus.
Awesome. Does it move?
That is awesome. It was moving.
Oh, that's awesome. That was pretty quiet.
It's probably the noise canceling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's canceling it out. Like if I lean back, it'll like kill my audio. So I try not to do that anymore, but it happens. All right, so let me get our official movie branding going. Where the fuck? See, this button kills me, but here we go.
Let's all go to the lodge.
Well, I got 2 for you right now. Star Wars Episode 3. F***ing sucks. 89 Batman. F***ing moves. Ooh!
So, friends, we are going to talk about our top 10 favorite horror movies of all time. And we are going to...
Skelly has notes.
What?
I got notes.
Skelly has fucking notes.
And
baby.
Skelly has notes. I am just winging it as always.
I'm winging it too towards the end.
There you go. So, first up, Skelly, this is
a really awesome movie, of course. It's not really my number 10. It's actually my number 9, but I messed up a little bit. But it's Dead Alive, and it's also known as Brain Dead, and it's Peter Jackson's 3rd featured film as a director. And apparently, in some countries, this was banned. Mm-hmm. I love this movie. It's like it changes into like different movies as you watch it, and it just keeps getting worse with hijinks and worse and worse. The zombies, the effects are great, and they're really bad, but they're great. And they also, a fun fact was they used a record of 300 liters of fake blood in the final scene.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
And they abandoned the set at the end because it was so disgusting that they just were like, fuck it. They were like, but
that's really cool.
Yeah, and
it has a little love story in it too. So, it has a little bit of lightheartedness.
Yeah, that movie's crazy. I love when he straps the fucking lawnmower to his chest.
Oh yeah.
and he runs through a room of like zombies. It's amazing.
It's full of surprises.
Hell yeah. All right. And next up we got Tim's number 10.
Nice.
Yes.
There it is. So I actually thought this was my number 1. So mine might be in reverse order tonight. That's okay. My mistake. But Army.
Oh
no! It's quite okay. I could be wrong, but I might be right. We'll see. But either way, I'll do it one more time really quickly, just because.
All right,
get ready, noise canceling. Here it is.
It farted a little bit.
In my mind, Tim, it sounds incredible.
It does. I'm just hearing
just my heavy breathing, but no, a fantastic film. Again, probably my favorite. A lot of comedy in this one. I'm not going to summarize the whole film. But it's a great film. And the coolest thing for me was this is one of those you can just rewatch so many times. And I met Bruce Campbell at a local drive-in, which is pretty cool. Dude was awesome. It was during the pandemic. I still have the picture. I was going to break it out tonight, and I just didn't get to it. But love this entire series. Loved all 3 films. Really enjoyed the Stars spinoff. So Army of Darkness, man, number 1 or 10 with a bullet. Such a good film.
I remember being a kid at the end of Evil Dead 2. You know, he's standing there on top of the car, and then when the Deadites is flying, and you're like, oh my, you're just thirsting for fucking more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember years going by, and then just seeing this at whatever video store. I was like, holy shit, there it is, because there's no internet, I don't remember this even being in theaters, but it blew my mind that they actually completed the fucking shit, you know?
Yeah. Being a kid, again, when I was younger, I was probably in like maybe 3rd grade, 5th grade when this came out, something like that. But I remember there being a movie poster at the local video store for all you young children out there. They had video stores, these weird things with tape back then. But the strangest thing is the fact that Bruce Campbell, between this film and Briscoe County Jr., somehow never blew up to be like this amazingly huge star that everybody thought he would. But I still think his career's been awesome. So I'll stop talking. Hey, Rocco, what's up, man? What we got up next?
Oh, Mr. Gaines.
Oh, this is as you just mentioned about VHS. This is one of the movies where you always saw the cover with the knife going through the sneaker, and it's just I pick movies based on how many times I watch them. So there might be better movies out there that are better movies, but these are movies to me that I just watched over and over again. And if you've never seen this, or you have a friend that has never seen Sleepaway Camp, the first one, the other ones are schlocky in their own right. They're okay.
Traumatize
The first one, it's such a good ending that it's worth it just for that. So
if I didn't know any better, I would think this was a Stranger Things poster.
Well, I'm sure
just
they
show you how Stranger Things copies stuff from that time period. You know?
Oh yeah.
And this the first 3 are great. They're fun. I love each one of them, man.
They did their job.
They're not my favorite, but I always end up throwing them through the loop. Like, they're fun movies. All right.
Yes.
And now,
so good in this.
Now it's more of like body horror and psychological horror with this one. So I tried to pick a Cronenberg movie that was closest to being a horror movie that wasn't something else we had on,
Yeah, I get it.
And I really wanted to do Dead Ringers, but this one I watch it more. And like Gaines said, there might be better horror movies out there, but we're doing a list of movies that we watch. You know what I mean? Like, these are movies I watch, not like, oh, that was a masterpiece. I watched it once. No, I watch this like once a year, if not twice. You know what I mean?
Rewatchability is huge.
Yeah.
If you can, if you watch something multiple times, that shows how much you really do enjoy it as a fan.
And Blondie's gorgeous in this.
Oh yeah, and like I said, the body horror of him like reaching inside and like his hand like turns into that gooey gun and like this movie's just fucked. All David Cronenberg movies are fucked. Like,
God bless that guy.
Yeah, he is. He's one of my favorites. Like I love everything
Yeah.
Except for the shit that isn't weird, like the race car movie that, you know, but that's like his second movie, you know what I mean? Like, so, but like all of his fucked up movies, like Naked Lunch and this, yeah, I love them all. So, all right, Skelly, you're up next.
All right.
cool.
Well, this movie is just like, it's like Hellraiser PG, but it's still like so good. It's like a whole nother world. The makeup, it's just dead on. The style, the serial killer is really creepy in this, and just a really good story. It's like a slow burn, but it's like to watch it on a good fall day. It's just magical. It's like its own movie. I don't know. It's great.
I think Stan Winston did all the makeup for this one, and this is like, you've never seen him make an array of monsters like this in one movie. Like, I don't think I've ever seen so many different monsters in a movie that all look like they could have their own movie.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, all the makeup is crazy, and Boner Jams is in the poster too.
Yes.
So, you know.
What's up, Boner Jams?
Thank you for joining us, John. We curse a lot, so I imagine YouTube doesn't like us very much.
Yeah, not really.
Well, I curse a lot.
My channel, yeah.
Let me take that back. I fucking curse a lot.
Yeah, we all do. It's fine. Go ahead.
But
you got anything, Gaines, on this?
No, I love
Nightbreed.
I love the creature design. NECA actually made one of the figures the killer, and everybody clamored for them to make more, and of course they didn't, because NECA does that to horror fans.
And it was the cloth one, just so everybody knows. Dr. Deckard. Yes, I have it. I love
fun figure.
Well, I never took it out of the box because I was like, every time I buy one of these, they're worth a fortune, and I always make money flipping them. So, you know, it's like, but I have no place for it in my collection because it's like Amigo. You know what I mean?
It's different. It's a different kind of figure.
Yeah. I kind of just bought it because that's the only thing I'll ever get. Yeah, it's the only thing and also. The director that we were talking about being a sick fuck as my last pick is an amazing actor in this movie. That's David Cronenberg, dude. He's Dr. Deckard.
That's why he's covered up.
Yeah, that's the director, man.
That's wild, crazy.
Yeah, and he's in Jason X at the beginning. Like,
wow,
it's so random that he does acting gigs. So yeah, I love Cronenberg.
Also, Danny Elfman does soundtrack.
Yep. Nice.
Now remember, gang, we're in reverse, unfortunately, with poor Tim.
Here's the beauty of it, though. We are in reverse. This is technically my number 2, but here's the thing: if you hate my list, and you prefer it that this is my number 9, then go for it. I win all day both ways in this situation. So
I thought it was a good list the way I did it. I was like, wow. I'm impressed.
All right, so Elvira. Okay, here's the thing. Elvira definitely was not something I delved into until probably my mid-20s, and we started as a tradition. Every year I used to do a Halloween party, and all my friends would come over, whatever, and we would literally start the party every year by watching Elvira, just so we can scream at the TV. I say in my hunt videos that Elvira is a national treasure. She's one of those characters. It's the story of Elvira. I'm not going to go into it tonight, due to time limits. The story of Elvira, the fact that she was savvy and smart enough to just create this character.
Yeah,
Gaines is dying right now to talk about her boobs, and
it's coming.
It's coming, but it's coming all right. But but the fact that she was smart enough on a local access TV show to basically more or less copyright this character or whatever you want to use for legal purposes, it was absolutely genius. She's played this role her entire life. Knott's Berry Farm, she did live shows for years. The movie itself is just fun to watch. Again, not necessarily a true horror flick, but if you like horror movies, the fact that Elvira introduced us so many great movies over the years, and go back and watch some of the original shows. I'm loving the friggin' chat right now. I've gushed enough. Gushed. This is an amazing. I love everything about Elvira. Gaines, go ahead, buddy. Unleash the beast, man.
So listen, this movie came out in like 85, 86, and it went up against some bangers. You know, the 80s had some classic movies. And I convinced my friend, I was like, we got to go see this movie in theaters, right? He didn't want to see it. He was so pissed at me. We're the only two kids in the movie theater. We're like 11, 12 years old. When that titty tassel scene comes up where she makes the one boob move and the other boob move, I looked over at him and we looked at each other like we made the fucking right decision with
it. Was worth it.
Yeah. Yes. My jaw dropped, man.
And since we're an action figure channel too, the NECA 8-inch cloth figure is amazing. Go buy it because
perfect.
This actress will not be with us forever, unfortunately. One day we're going to see the headline, which is sad to say. You're going to want that figure in your collection. So go get that.
When she passes, they should
don't even talk about it.
Yeah. They should cast her tits and put it on her tombstone.
She probably already did it. She probably already did it because she owns it. She knows her character, so she probably already did it.
Yeah.
I actually just watched this this past weekend.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nice. So good.
It's so much fun. Like the first movie has a budget. It's great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything about it. It's a fun movie. I love how she moves in the, Squaresville, USA.
Yeah.
Like it's so much fun.
Her car is the best.
Her car is great.
Yeah. Yeah. And yes, the titty tassels is the ultimate payoff. So
with a name of Mime from Hell, you can't say I brought down the mood at all. I'm just playing, man. But yeah, I dig this, and I'll be watching it again this October at some point in time.
Yeah, me too. This is in rotation, so great film, so much fun.
Oh, now
Gaines has to pick a sick one.
So I used to love talking about horror films as much as toys, but if you're in horror groups, man, they're very I can't explain it, but horror group fans hate this fucking movie. I don't know why. Maybe it's a little too artsy for them. I don't know. I'm not an artsy guy. I don't think I am. I talk about tits all day. This is one of the movies where you watch it the first time and some things will scare the shit out of you. And then you watch it again and you start to put the pieces together, and it's so every scene means something that pushes you towards the end, and that's pretty good for any movie, let alone a horror film.
Yeah, and
sorry.
Go ahead.
This has one of the most brutal death scenes I've seen.
Unexpected too. Unexpected.
Well, you kind of know something's gonna fucking happen bad, just the way everything feels.
Well, if you watch it twice, you say, "Oh, the bird's head got cut off." That's
yeah. There's things that and the way he just paces slow, it builds the fucking horror and the tension. And I'm not a fan of this movie or this filmmaker, but he knows what he's doing. I will put it that way.
And one of my favorite things is the dad. This is a movie about a family breaking down. Okay, rip all the horror shit away. It's about that. And the dad is trying so desperately to keep his family together, and he's playing the straight man. He's like, "There's no fucking ghosts, right?" And then 10 minutes later, he gets set on fire by a ghost, and I just died. I died laughing, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just this whole movie just had me going, So, yeah, it's brutal. Anybody got anything on this one, or
I have not seen this yet. Is it psychological too?
I don't know, man.
It is in a category of its own.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is, and it's long drawn out and very fucking disturbing.
There's if you fucking pay attention to the shit going on in each scene, there's some scary fucking weird shit.
Yeah. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up movie.
Crops 23 says it's a spooky movie, so I'm in.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there is
one. Good one.
Yeah.
This was a messed up.
Where's Mikey? Is Mikey in chat still?
Are you here, Mikey?
Fantastic.
Watch this goddamn movie.
No.
Look at that shit.
Frank Darabont, when he puts out a banger, it's an incredible movie, and I think this is as good as Shawshank and The Green Mile. Like
Mhm.
a great cast, fucking excellent screenplay, shot beautifully, and whereas Andy Dufresne got a nice ending. This guy, I'll leave it at that if you didn't see it. But this movie has a fucking banger ending. So,
there he is. Did you watch it? Yeah. It's a great movie, man. The monsters, the weird shit, the breakdown of like, it's like a,
everything, dude. Like the fucked up religious people,
Yeah.
they're like, it's the end of the world, and like people like grouping up and going to war against each other. Like,
and we saw a small piece of that with the COVID bullshit, and I don't want to get into a big political thing, but people were at each other's throats just on Facebook. So imagine being in a fucking grocery market with the shutters coming down.
So it is the grocery market movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, that was really messed up.
Yeah. In the end is like a punch in the fucking guts. So and Thomas Jane, man, he pulled that fucking off, dude.
He's an underrated actor, man. Underrated actor.
He pulled it off, man.
Huge UFO guy too. He's huge in UFO topic. I didn't know that until about 2 months ago. So yeah, check that out. Thomas Jane UFOs, man. It'll change your day. Yeah.
Underrated.
Yeah, Mikey's under the gun. He's making customs. No time for movies.
Thomas Jane is in a weird other horror movie called like 1918 where he like kills his wife. It's pretty good.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
So actually, weirdly enough, I think Mike Patton did the soundtrack. The lead singer of Faith No More. He used to do movie soundtracks once in a while. So all right. Skelly's number 8.
All right, guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Burn in hell.
Nice.
This is such a fun movie.
Mhm.
I love the fact that the two like main bad people are from Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun, and it's spooky, it's creepy. I can't imagine being trapped in a house with these people. Hijinks. I don't know what to say other than, man, just watch it.
It's a great Wes Craven movie. Yeah.
It's so good.
Ving Rhames is the cool black he's awesome.
Yep. It's like a home invasion horror movie.
It's a home alone. Yes. Roach is Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, it is the worst hope. Like, you don't want to get caught in this guy's hope. I love when he goes full bondage mode, running through the house with the shotgun. I'm gonna get him, mother. It's so good.
Jerk, this is Wes Craven.
Yeah, this is Wes Craven. This is the good shit, man.
It is the good shit. It's very fun, man.
Yeah, he made a slew of fucking bangers, and this is one of them, man. It doesn't date well at all, but it is a fun movie once they get
Most
in
of
the
my
house.
picks don't date at all really well.
Yeah, but it's still,
guys.
well, some movies do. This one, it's just like,
Oh, that's so cool. You saw that in the theater?
Yeah, that's a fun one to see in the movie theater.
Yeah, that is. All right. And like I said, we're in reverse.
we don't
in Bizarro land for poor Tim.
Hey, it's okay. We don't have to preface it anymore. It's all good, man. I didn't send it right, but yeah. Again, if I'm gonna love Army of Darkness at number 1, then obviously I have to pay respect to the original Evil Dead. I just saw this in a drive-in recently. Actually, the last 2 years we've seen this at the drive-in, at a retro drive-in. Obviously, the second one. They really went back and had more money to put into it and blah, 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 blah. But for what this was, for how they made it and what he did with this thing, absolutely fantastic. The tree scene will forever be ingrained in my brain. All the action figures NECA's done. Didn't realize that one of the packs I had is worth like $200. It's already open, but that blew my mind to see that. But yeah, just a lot of fun. And again, Chainsaw Ash is just such an amazing, fun character. And I will add this much. There are rumors out there that they are going to continue the series that was over on, what was it called? Stars. But great in an animated version. But Bruce Campbell is supposed to be doing the voice for Ash. So let's only
very
hope.
nice.
But yeah, wonderful franchise, so well done, and it inspired so much great stuff down the road. So
yeah,
boom, there it is, Evil Dead. Gamesy, what you got?
Is it me? Oh, I had an Evil Dead toy in my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
That's part 2. That's 2.
Oh,
Henrietta, there it is.
That's
a great
Henrietta's fruit salad.
That's such a great figure, dude. That's
Henrietta is perfect, man.
Just so
perfect.
gross and awesome.
And here's a bit of trivia. That Stephen King blurb really fucking helped the movie.
What'd he say?
They got it from him. No, he just, he put a blurb out on it and it helped the movie, like, said, on posters and shit. So
the most ferociously original horror film of the year. It just needed a train scene.
Yes.
Yeah. They missed out on running a train.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh.
And now, Gainsey, I wasn't sure if you were original or remake.
No, remake.
This is remake. So
my list has a theme of all really top-notch remakes, and this is a remake. The first is very campy and fun. It holds up for what it is, the 50s era of horror, and it's very cool. But the special effects in this damn movie are so freaking awesome. And it's just a fun movie you could pop on. The story's real in a simple little town. It knows what it is, and it does it really well. And I had movies on my list. I had, of course, all the greats, The Shining and even Alien, if you want to call that a horror film. And I just took it back to movies that I just pop on. Yeah. And you can have fun watching.
Yeah.
And this encapsulates, is that a word? Horror films for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
And just so everybody knows, Stream of Collective is my wife's channel. So this is my wife down here commenting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Miss Jerk down there. So
Cheers.
Yep. Everybody say hello or sub to the channel or whatever.
My favorite thing is in the beginning, you have the cool high school quarterback jock who you're like, oh, this douche is going to be the hero. Whatever, it is what it is. And then he gets this gruesome freaking death. And he's not the hero, obviously. So I love that.
Oh, man. And I'll tell you, that fucking scene with the sink where it grabs his face and pulls him through the piping. Dude, when I was a kid, I wouldn't wash the dishes at my mom's house. I was all fucked up about drains, man. Like,
I can see that.
It fucked me up. Oh, my God. Everybody's saying hello to the Miss Jerk up there. So, very nice. Thank you, guys. So,
That's the Raw Dogs, man. They're the coolest out there first.
Yeah, and I agree. This movie is so good. It's like a perfect 80s horror movie. Like everything is right, and the effects are perfect in it. So,
do you know who did the effects, Jerk? You're my go-to.
I think it's Savini. I think Savini did these. So, or I could be wrong. It might be Stan Winston because he was a fucking animal then. So, and they are really good. So. And then, Wes Craven's Shocker, baby. I fucking love this train wreck of a movie.
So I see this on my list.
It is so good. Oh, it was this or People Under the Stairs because it's like they both have the same kind of vibe, and he made one right after the other.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But Horace Pinkard as a villain is so fucking awesome, and his evil superpower is just great. The effects are amazing, and this movie's dope. So.
And people beg NECA to make a figure of this guy, and I don't know.
As Horace Pinkard in the electric chair would be amazing. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, remember the X-Files? Like Scully or what is it? Mulder and Scully's boss. That guy. That's him. He played Horace Pinkard, the bald guy. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, and dude, he's awesome in this.
It's a fun movie, man.
Yeah. Oh, so good, so good. And the hero is like captain of the football team. Like it's everything. His girlfriend's the main cheerleader. It's so good. So. Yeah, here, Skinner. They got it right. Yeah, there we go. We got that all over the place. It's Skinner. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is my number 7, and it's just loaded with fun. I love all the characters, even it's less serious. There you go. The Saw's family.
Yeah.
I freaking love this movie. I love how they put Ed Gaines like Chili in there. You saw a softer side of Leatherface, how he falls in love.
Yes.
Also, fun fact, Michael Keaton based his performance off of Chop Top.
Rapido, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just love this movie. I could watch it a million times. And Oingo Boingo.
Yeah.
Danielle.
Boingo Boingo. Can't go wrong with them.
Yep. The great soundtrack. Great soundtrack too.
It's a very out of nowhere sequel that is somehow works. It wasn't Tobe Hooper, was it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Dude, he did the Evil Dead thing. He just went for the funny loose.
It's pretty, I gotta say,
For
Tobe
the
Hooper is
sequel.
pretty underrated dude, man.
Totally, because Invaders from Mars is a
So
fucking
fun.
dope movie.
I love
Yeah.
Like he's made a lot of great movies.
And
Like,
he
I'm a
gave
big
us
fan.
he gave us the best nude scene ever put to film in Life Force. If you haven't seen it, it is fucking incredible. So for Life Force, he said he needed a girl that was so beautiful that it would needed for that movie to work. So men saw her and were like so captivated. And that motherfucker sure found her because those things are incredible. So sorry.
That movie's fun, dude. I've always liked Life Force too.
It's
You want to
weird.
know? You want to know what it was supposed to be called?
What?
Space vampires. I'm not joking. That's what the name of
That's
that,
what it
that
is.
was the original name was Space Vampires. Life Force is so much better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. I love that they added family members that were fucking just characters, dude. Like when his dad gets his ass sawed by accident, he's like, "Oh God damn it!" And like when the guy's eating and chilling, he's like, "Oh, one of them peppercorns," and it's a bone. Like it's fucking horrible. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and just like you said, Chop Top, like
his NECA figure is through the roof.
I never seen it.
The NECA cloth
even have it.
Chop Top is like a $200 figure.
Yeah, I forgot the actor's name. Who is it again?
Bill Moseley?
Yeah, Moseley.
Bill Moseley from.
Okay, I'm not lying. I went to
Columbia.
Monster Mania a bunch, like during like like the like 10 years ago. I went like 5-6 years in a row. I got caught in an elevator with Moseley like every time I went, and he would just
Oh
look
my
over
God.
at me like, really. And I'm like, dude, I swear, I'm not fucking doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not following you around or not doing any of that shit. But I ended up in an elevator with him like 4 times, like twice in one night. Cause like, they stay in the hotel and, like we have friends that stay in the hotel and shit. So like, it was pretty funny. And he's funny as shit.
Character.
And like,
Yeah.
and you would never even know. Like, he just looks like a normal dude. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next.
Oh.
How to include it? I think it's a big part of it is not even a rewatchability with this one because I don't rewatch it too often. But I think it was just I was the right age. Like I remember when it came out, and I was just young enough to be convinced it was real for whatever reason. The viral marketing is probably the first and best viral marketing ever done for a film, where they really went out of their way to try to convince you there's some actual legitness to this thing.
Phenomenal.
And then obviously all of the amazing parodies. I remember when I was in high school,
This changed everything.
yeah, we totally did an economics video where at the end I like wore a beanie and stood in the corner and like had the boogers in my nose and like everybody had a parody of this thing, and we did it as well when I was in high school. So just what this thing brought to pop culture in general.
Sure.
Yes.
And it's a shame. It's a shame what it turned into because the actors and the actresses never got they basically agreed to a bad deal when this thing came out, not realizing what it would turn into.
Wow.
So to this day, they're still trying to get some money out of it. They should be getting more than they are.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. To this day, it's a shame. But again, how can you know back then when you're a young actor just trying to get out there? But yeah, great film. And we won't speak about the sequel or the remake for that matter. Just pretend this is the only one.
The video game isn't too bad.
I didn't even know they made one.
It's not too bad.
I remember seeing this in the theater and being like, nope, I don't like this. But
No,
I respect it for what it is and what it did. And
it
what
was a
it
phenomenon,
changed.
man.
Yeah. Well, it showed that anybody could make a movie.
True.
As long as you were
It turned into a meme
serious
before
about it.
memes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that too.
You're right. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this movie. I don't watch it. So. All right.
Yeah.
Jainsy.
This is, I saw this in movie theaters when I was a kid, and it blew my fucking mind because this Cronenberg at his probably his best. It's incredible, and I love when Goldblum is like, oh, he's not coked out, but he's like gets the energy of like the
extra
flyer.
nutty. Yeah, when he gets extra nutty. Yeah, I love when he gets nutty.
He's swinging around in the bar. And,
yes.
Yeah.
And he fucking breaks that dude's arm, and it's just, it's horrifying, and you feel bad for the supposed villain, which is very unique. And this is another remake. It's a theme of mine. I didn't plan on that, but there's another. The remake is better than the original, and it's fucking amazing. And the sequel is goofy. It's watchable.
I like it.
I like it too. I do like it. I like that the guy is back with the fucking nub. And
yeah,
he's just
I like
all
how
pissed off.
And I like how Goldblum's actually in it for a hot minute at the beginning.
True.
And they pass it along properly.
They do.
Well, no, he was like on a video, like talking to his son, like on a monitor or something. So, and that was Eric Stoltz young as I thought it was good. It's not it's not the same movie, but it's a decent sequel. It's,
But I made a mistake a few weeks ago. This was on TBS or whatever the fuck, because I got cable for the Mets, and I'm eating lunch. It's noon. I'm like, oh fuck it, the fly is on. And the fucking scene, I forgot.
Yeah, melty flesh.
I was like, oh no, the fucking throw up scene. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. Bad timing.
Yes.
Here, we gotta bring this up real quick. We did talk about Society last week.
Great movie, yeah.
All of Stuart Gordon's shit is really fucking good. It's
the best.
It's just, I love Society. I can't watch it more than once every couple of years, so it can't be on the list. It's a great movie.
Gina Davis it's funny.
Yes.
I'm gonna sound like a fucking fruit here, but I don't care. Goldblum and Gina Davis, I think they dated. Right?
Yes.
And they're very unique because they're odd looking, but they're attractive people,
And they're super tall.
They're super tall.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would bang Jeff Goldblum or anything. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, he's right. He's right. My bad.
Well,
you're right.
Usna was Stuart Gordon's like boy. They were really good friends.
Yeah. I think he produced like half of his movies or something, and Society was the one that he directed, but
Yeah. And also important to note that this was one of the very good versions of before it got bad of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Did a riff on this as well.
Hell yeah.
So got to throw that out there. Homer bought the pods at a
yard sale.
Yeah.
So.
And I will just I'll bring up the theme of body horror. This guy is the same director as Videodrome, and he loves to just do body horror movies.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's sick. But this is the most commercial movie I think he made at that point. You know what I mean? And it is great. And Jeff Goldblum, everybody makes this fucking movie great. So
yeah.
All right.
What a fun movie.
Yeah, to me, this is the love letter to like all the classic Universal monsters, and then you throw the Goonies that are cooler than the Goonies in, and you have a masterpiece. Like
Question.
I love this movie.
Jerk, do you like this better than the Goonies? I don't know why these.
Yes, 100%. This is 1,000 times.
Why do you think they're always compared? Because of the group of kids?
Yes, because it's the perfect they nailed the kid group dynamic that felt like a dynamic you would have associated with as a kid.
Yeah.
Like you would watching this as a kid, you would feel included, and it felt like natural. Like it all worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this
movie. And whereas you go on the pirate adventure, you fight monsters. And it's PG-13, as you know.
Yeah.
So to me, this was 10 times cooler.
Okay.
Good pick.
Anybody got anything?
No, I love
Stan
it.
Winston, Stan Winston monsters. Yeah.
This is another one where people have begged fucking NECA to make these creatures. They are perfect representations of, as you mentioned, the original monsters. It's fantastic. It's a classic.
Yeah. All right. And then Skelly,
yeah.
did I get the right one?
Whoa.
Yeah, this is fine. Like any
Whoa.
you've chosen beautiful covers, and
I tried
this one
to.
is one of like my favorites.
What's this about,
Okay,
Skel?
so basically there's B movies. This is a C movie. It's awfully, amazingly horrible. It's about a really big nerd loser that sells his soul to become cool and the best guitarist out there. And he winds up getting the girls, the house, and then it just all once again hijinks and a voodoo goddess and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
I've never seen this. Never even heard of it.
The music is so freaking good. It's like heavy metal, but cheese. Like thick,
this is like some
like awesomeness.
Yeah, I've seen this
Chuck Berry story.
Man, I can't even. I just want everybody to watch this movie.
I will. I like. There's a theme of like rock Halloween movies. There's like 10 of them. It's really bizarre.
This is on Disney.
This is one of them.
This is on Disney Plus,
great.
right?
Yeah.
This is a hard to find.
I'm
this
not
is
sure
where to
really
find
expensive. It's like a $50-$60 like fucking DVD.
I have it on VHS. I haven't been. You might find it on YouTube, if anything.
Yeah, more than likely. Like the people who own the rights to this, like it's probably buried and gone and in limbo. So, but
I was sold when I saw it.
Yeah, I saw this like a million fucking years ago when I was like probably like 13 or 14 or something. So
good.
Yeah, I remember the double guitar devil dude. So
the song is
I'm in love with a slug.
Yep.
Fun movie, Tim.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a fun one, and I when I think of the movie itself, my brain right away goes to the soundtrack because a lot of the bands and the songs that were on the soundtrack for this thing were bands I was listening to at the time, but they were songs I didn't know by them. So I think El Nino, to name drop a band, was the main song from the trailer. But yeah, the fact that we got Freddy versus Jason was great. In a parallel universe somewhere, rights would have allowed for the comic book to be a movie, and it would have been Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. So you can see where my brain goes when I think of horror movies.
Yeah.
They did the comic book of it. I wish they would have made a movie, but this is so much fun. It was just I remember watching it, just combination of worlds, just boom. I loved it.
I saw this in the theaters as well, and the theater was going fucking nuts, man. It was like being at a football game.
Yeah,
it fans.
Yeah, people were like Freddy.
Yeah.
and the NECA Jason figure from this movie is my favorite Jason figure.
Yeah, it is great.
He comes with a teddy bear. It's a great action figure. It's right behind me on the shelf here. So this was right there as a solid part, middle part of my list.
Nice. I think next week we should do our top 10 favorite horror figures that we own.
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah, because I have enough horror figures.
Yeah, I think I do too. Yeah.
So this couldn't have been better. Like honestly, like I thought this would be a turd. I thought they'd fuck it all up. I thought it'd be a shitty movie. And when I saw it, I was actually pleasantly surprised how good it was.
Yep.
And it's rewatchable. It's so much fun. And just even the writing, it's all right. How he tricks him with his mother and his head, and like, yeah, it's so good.
That's good.
What Friday movie set this up, or Jason movie set this up? One of them, I mean, or Nightmare.
Yeah, you're right.
One of pulls the mask.
It was
one of the Elm Street. One of the movies set this up. It wasn't like they just did it.
I think it was the Ghost to Hell, because he grabs the fucking
and we were like,
he grabs like the Necronomicon, or the he pulls down the Jason mask at the end or something, and you see the Necronomicon. Yeah, see, I told you that movie's unwatchable, dude. First 10 minutes, awesome. Rest of the movie, turd burger.
Jason
until, like,
Goes
the last
to Hell.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah,
but
the movie poster was cool, but
POS alert, POS alert, right there.
Yep, POS alert.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry.
There she is.
Toy game.
Yes.
Yes. This is a great one.
My favorite is, the vampire's name is Jerry. He's like, yeah, Jerry the vampire. It's like
Jerry the vampire. Yeah.
I love when horror and comedy unite, and it's not too much comedy. It's a perfect mix of both, and everybody just has a role in the film. They play it perfectly. I could watch this probably every month for the rest of my life and not be disappointed. And the sequel carried over the rest of the cast, and one of the rare situations where they brought them back and they nailed it and they finished the job.
Yeah, and like we said the other week, like I even like this sequel better than the first one. And, and they're both awesome though. Like they are two awesome horror movies together. Like,
and I loved when I try to remember when I first saw it, and I remember when he's trying to hire the vampire hunter, and I'm like, I'm yelling at the TV for him to believe this kid, because this shit is fucking real, man. Like, you got to believe this fucking kid. And when he brings the mirror, when he not accidentally, but when he sees him not have a reflection, it was like, see, motherfucker, you should have believed him. Great fucking movie. Yeah.
Yeah, everything, even down to the casting. I love the guy who played the vampire in that shit.
Oh yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
And when he gets all pissed, it's like, holy shit, that's the scary part.
Yeah, when his jaw gets like
yeah. They let him.
Yeah, great effects though. Oh, I am going all over the place. Yes, my number 6 is The Descent. I fucking love this movie because I have claustrophobia, but it's got to be real fucking tight for me to like wig out, like be like, oh, And this movie, I remember seeing it in the theater and just being like I was sitting forward, like holding on to the fucking rails for a little bit of it.
I gotta see it. I have never.
Oh, you never? Oh, it's good.
Oh, this movie.
Oh, you got two bangers. You got Hereditary and The Descent. Lucky you.
Yeah.
It's. I think there was some. This is like what, 2005, 2004.
I think so.
It was Zakinian. It was surprisingly great because, you get as years go on, you get jaded, and you're like, nothing could be as good as Fright Night or Jaws or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie came out of nowhere, and there was one of the movies that did much better on DVD, and I rented it, and I was like, this is a fucking good fucking movie, man.
That's a lot. Skelly, The Descent is legit one big of the best of the 2000s. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here,
Totally.
read this one.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
I've
this
got
is
friends
nuts.
who love caving, and they love watching this before trips.
They're fucking crazy.
They are insane.
That's
this
like-
would be a deterrent.
I actually may have seen this then, and
That's
it
like-
gets dark.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
I-
sequel's awful. Fuck that sequel. Yeah, that's a crappy direct-to-video sequel.
Yeah.
Fuck
No
that movie.
spelunking after seeing this movie. No spelunking.
Okay, I may have seen this, and it was scary.
Well, there was another movie called The Cave that came out around the same time. And honestly, that movie's good too.
Yeah.
It's just not on the same level at all.
Yeah.
At all. But it's a good horror movie. Like, I would recommend The Cave out.
Yeah.
Like, definitely. So, yeah, this movie's intense, and I love the fucking end. Like, the end's brutal too. So, another good one.
Go.
Yes, brain scanning, not the Christopher Walken brain.
I know. I was like, I hope I didn't disappoint.
No, I
but
don't
brain
think I
scan-
remember this one so much.
This is horrifying. I really love this movie. It's almost like it's like Videodrome. It starts like bringing technology into horror, and this is like a video game that this character didn't know it was like real, and then like he realized he was murdering people, and the trickster is awesome. He's legit so fucking scary, and I think I just watch it for him, to be honest. The trickster.
How old is Edward Furlong in this movie?
Like probably 15. He's like maybe right before Terminator 2. It was, let's see.
Yeah, I think I saw this because they pushed it
This
hard
soundtrack is
around.
really good too, guys.
Yeah, it like the original Case Gaines looks way different. Like this one,
I never saw this.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it once.
Skeletor's in it, huh?
Years ago. Yeah. Yeah. I love Frank Langella, man. He's intense as fuck when he wants to be.
Yeah, he's pretty scary in this movie. If that's who plays the trickster, right?
I don't know if it's Langella at that time. I think he played a different role in it.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Hey.
And Disavowed.
This is just as much for a tizzle for Alyssa, my girlfriend, as it is for me, because I'm pretty sure I didn't watch this till her and I watched it together, and it's just fun. What can you say? It and all you gotta do is go to Spirit Halloween, all the props and all the masks. It's absolutely quacktastic. It's so much fun. We also saw this at the drive-in as well. They play this off at the drive-in, so it's just fun to see there because it's just a drive-in sort of movie. It makes you think of cotton candy a different way, and we're slowly getting the action figures from NECA. And again, NECA killing it on horror figures. That's all we're talking about is NECA tonight, obviously, because they do such a great job.
Well, they are the king of horror toys, so
for sure. But yeah, this one is a fantastic one for sure. And it's also my true number 5.
Yeah.
I love the matte painting backgrounds in this movie.
I love the whole thing, man. It is like at no time did it look like shit. Like it was a fun movie. All the effects were good. I love the little popcorn monsters in the shower scene. Like, that movie's awesome.
And I'm going back any film that has the straight man, which is the guy that there's no fucking clowns running the sheriff.
Mooney. I was gonna say that. Mooney's great. Mooney's great.
Any film that has a straight man is always entertaining. And no exception here. Yeah. Until the clown walks in the fucking police office.
So good.
Yeah, this is such a fun movie.
Oh. So
I almost put the second one.
No, I do like the second one. I here's a NECA horror figure.
Yes.
Yay! Yeah, you got the jiggle.
So I saw this as a young lad, and it almost looked like found footage movie or something.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
So visceral, and I love the way the soundtrack comes in at all the right times with that weird instrument they use to fucking so when the girl finally makes it to the fucking house, and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? It is probably one of the scariest things, I've seen scary shit in movies, but that's one of the things that really stands out through all the films I've ever seen is when she makes it inside that house, and you're really fucking terrified for that girl.
That fucking screaming, dude, like fucked me up, man. Like that is like,
and I love
it is the most screaming movie ever. Like you just like by the end, you're just like, I'm burnt out of screaming. Like
I love the way he fucking grabs her and throws her in that room and slams that fucking metal door shut.
Yeah.
It's like, boot, you ain't going fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
And the other faces.
Way to take charge.
So fucking visceral, man.
He mansplained that bitch. Really. It's Leatherface. There's one of the big 5. Is there 5? I think. Yeah,
it's true.
Definitely.
Oh, this is fucking good.
And then my number 5 is Event Horizon. I love sci-fi and I love horror. So when you do sci-fi and horror together perfectly, you got a movie like this. I know it's very much just Hellraiser in space.
I have never seen this either. This is great.
This fucking movie is awesome. Yeah,
Fishburne, right?
Sign me up.
Yeah, Fishburne and
Jurassic Park guy.
Yeah. I forget his fucking name. Sam Neill.
Yeah, I love Sam
he's
Neill,
great.
man.
Yeah, they're both great in this movie, and there's 2 other people in the supporting cast who are like big actors now, but like it has a really good cast. And a good idea. Like it's very original. Effects are good. Story idea is really good. So
this one hurts my brain when I watch it because like I always talk about like aliens and UFO stuff. You guys know that's like my side project that I enjoy. And that very much gets into like alternate realities and sorts of crap. So this one hurts my brain and frightens me a little bit because it's like, science, son of a bitch, science,
Yeah, but it's even scarier because they're like, this came from another dimension. And you're like, fuck.
Like,
Okay.
please stop firing up the CERN accelerator at this point, people, because this is your future otherwise.
Yep, you're gonna get Hellraiser monsters from a different dimension.
Is Cloister?
Probably
Is
already have it.
this a Warhammer reference? I don't understand what Cloister's asking here.
Which one?
Is this the one claim? It's also 40K adjacent.
No,
Okay.
no, not at all. Not at all. So
What? And was Angela Bassett in it? I forget.
no, that's fucking Supernova or something like that. That's a different movie. So now Jurassic Park guy and Larry Fishburne. So Jurassic Park Matrix.
Okay.
And then
look at
Skelly,
this.
and then Skelly had the Monster Squad.
Hey.
It's funny. Aaron, he was like, I hope Return of the Living Dead at least gets an honorable mention. And it's funny because I was fighting putting it on my list because I had to leave out a lot. But I was fighting Monster Squad. I was like, someone has to have Monster Squad in here. So I wish I did put Monster Squad, but Monster Squad, I feel, is a total rite of passage. You can watch it with your kids. Like, it has like some weird parts, but I feel like it's just so good. It's a great Halloween like movie. The monsters are gorgeous. The Mummy's my favorite. I agree with Joe. The group of kids are just the best. Like, it's a beautiful movie and has a lot of good one-liners too. Of course.
We had to get one of them in here.
I like Gaines. It's perfect because having watched your video right before I came in here, he talked about Big Sid. So this is just fun. I saw it in theaters, and you got to get a zombie movie in here. And we've talked about the sequels a little bit previous weeks, but this is just it's so entertaining to watch, and it's just so gory, and I love the Dr. Satan. Like it's it's fantastic. I'll leave it at that. Action figures galore again. We have more figures coming out now, which is nice. So yeah, it's a fun flick. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's great. It's zombie doing his thing. And you know what? It's one of the movies. Gaines, you mentioned in your video how he always puts his wife as the lead actress a lot of times. This is one where I didn't mind it as much. Like, she played that character pretty well in this one.
I agree.
So I dig this.
There's a few characters that are in other things that I could just watch them in anything. Captain Spaulding would be one of them, almost like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Where I could watch these characters in any fucking setting. I don't care what it is, and they're entertaining. And Spaulding is just, you can't take your eyes off him, and you want to hear every word he fucking says.
This is a really good movie that he made. It's definitely going down as classic.
Leviathan. Sorry, I was gonna say Leviathan is a great movie, but this is the best Rob Zombie movie.
It is.
For
sure.
Well, this is the better one. I always forget which movie.
I like Devil's Rejects a little more, but this sets it up.
I fucking hate the end of Devil's Rejects, so I'm not.
It's just long and drawn out.
Well, I hate the Freebird ending. I think that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, that was
like a music video.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking stupid. I hate the Freebird ending, but there's enough good shit in his stuff, like with this movie, so I'm good with this one. And it's shot. I think this one's shot the best too. Like, cinematography's the best in that.
Oh baby,
we got all of our bases covered. There it is. I love
this.
Yep. Oh,
this fucking movie.
Let me bring up Henrietta.
Henrietta, when she tries to trick the daughter and she goes normal, and it's like she starts singing to her, is so fucking. This movie has it all. It will make you fucking laugh, and it'll get you like. So if a horror movie can make you laugh, it's gonna take you off edge. You're gonna be like, oh, this is funny. You know, the hand, and it's like a Looney Tunes. And then when Henrietta pops out, it scares the shit out of you because it puts you in this relaxed state. And that is when horror is fucking at its best for me.
Yeah.
And it's a soft reboot. It is whatever the fuck you want to call it.
It's perfect.
The special effects, the Bruce Campbell, the one-liners, the fucking
everything. This
everything.
is like it's a perfect movie. I fucking love this movie.
Groovy, baby. Groovy,
It's
baby.
so fucking fun, man. There's some shit in it that I forget happens, and it just makes me fucking laugh, man.
Yep.
I remember seeing it for the first time and being like, just
what
amazed.
the fuck? Yes.
I was amazed. Like, I wasn't ready for a horror movie that was funny. Like,
Right.
and it went back to him being crazy, and then it got insanely bloody. Like, it was like, it wasn't like I wasn't ready for it.
What
Because
does
you
he
watch
say?
all the Jason movies, you watch all the Nightmare
Sure.
on Elm Streets, and then somebody's like, yeah, have you ever seen this movie called Evil Dead 2? And you're like, I don't know. And when you see it, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? And then he goes back in time at the end, like,
That's the best. I love when he's in the mirror and he's like, "You're fine. You're gonna be fine." And
he's like,
"No," he goes, "You just killed your girlfriend and cut her head off.
You're not okay." Yeah, so good, so much good shit in this movie. So yes, I 100% agree. And then my number 4
Oh hell yeah, this is
Part
fucking-
is the second Hellraiser.
Okay.
First one's a good movie, but like, dude, the second one is
The
just
sequels are always so good. You
perfected.
notice that?
Yeah.
It's like two.
He's another in that top 5 of, lead horror. Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, Hellraiser.
And it scared
The
the
mattress
shit
scene.
out of me the first time I saw Hellraiser.
Yeah.
When you saw like skinned people and shit,
Mhm.
and like hooks in everybody, I was just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Then the second one, when like all the Cenobites were like upgraded and looked even cooler, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So yeah, I'm big, and I
This
met
is-
Doug Bradley a couple of times, and he's fucking awesome. He's a really cool guy. So
Good pick.
Yeah, I gotta fucking. Oh, look at Skelly.
This is mine. Yep.
all right, all right,
Yep.
all right.
This is definitely my number 3. I watch it not Halloween, but it's great. I've been watching this movie since I was like 5 years old, and I love these alien clowns. They're so
Yeah.
great. I'm so excited when I do finally see them. They got so popular. I love going to the stores and seeing them, and just enjoying the fact that they're making merch now. But
I love
yeah,
the ray guns, how they have the fucking
so cute.
popcorn guns and shit.
I would totally get one, but I'm like, I don't know where to put it.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody sold a bunch of them into the store, and I was like, "That's a thing! Like they have the fucking space alien ray guns." So
Yep.
Good old Spirit
Yeah.
Halloween never lets you down.
yeah, and we didn't mention the horrible cotton candy bags. Like
Oh,
they're so
vicious.
nasty.
When I first saw that and
Yeah.
the rat, I was like, oh god, like.
Yep. Well, yeah,
it's
going to
disgusting.
the fair that year, I like made sure to
Oh,
rip
yeah,
a piece
no.
off to make sure there wasn't like a face behind it.
So it's really crazy. My first time watching it, I had to like wait a really long time to see it again because my grandma caught us watching this and she got so mad. She just stormed into the TV room. She's like, "Why are you watching?" And like turned it off. And we're like, no, it was so crazy.
Yeah,
But man,
that's so
this movie was like my life's mission.
Oh, it's a fun one. I haven't
good.
watched it. I had a friend in high school who ruined it. Like he put it on like every fucking day, all the time.
Oh.
I was just, yeah, I can watch it now, but he
Yeah.
really did ruin it. Like
The
I've
Dick
never
Cheney-
had a movie ruined for me so
Wow.
hard as this one. He was
Yeah.
fucking obsessed, man.
Yeah.
He was obsessed with the movie, but it's fun. I can see why he, but thought it was amusing. So.
Amusing.
Amusing. See, Tim, I thought this was your number 3 and was like, man,
Good
he's
movie.
I was like, this is awesome. Like, a hell of a pick.
If
Well,
you-
then it's my number 3. What can I tell you? Like I
Yeah.
said, we'll play both ways. Yeah, I wanted something modern in here as well. I mean, a lot of my stuff's been modern, I guess, but I knew nothing about this. I didn't see it in theaters. I watched it on streaming or whatever, probably cable actually. I knew nothing about it going in besides that Thor was in it.
Yeah.
And I freaking loved it. I love the spin they went with this thing. I thought it was so original.
Yeah.
I love when he takes the freaking motorcycle off the jump and he hits the freaking,
Oh, he pancakes. Like, Gaines, let's just ruin it now. We gave everybody a week. Like, we talked about it, but we didn't ruin it.
Monday we were gushing over this because it's such a fucking. It's almost like as good as the one with Robert Rodriguez when they turn into vampires. That kind of twist.
Oh, it's even better. Like
it is even better. And geez, when they make it to the facility and you see every monster you've ever wanted to see on film, it's like they did something. They did something special with that. Like,
dude, the betting pools, like when they're betting on what monster is gonna kill everybody.
You get killed by a merman.
He gets killed by a merman. Like, oh my god! It's
and again, it mixes comedy with horror, which is when they work well together, it's magic. And Cabin in the Woods is that.
Yeah, it's just so good. The whole thing, like, great movie.
Yes,
Mr. Gaines.
This fucking movie, man. There's not any. I mean, everyone knows why it's great. You got Kurt Russell. You got some of the best fucking special effects that are real special effects.
Yes.
Practical effects, and some of the lines like are great. And it's it's science fiction. It's horror. It's another remake as well. I forget what the original was called, The Thing from Space or some shit.
The Thing from Outer Space.
And it's just a fucking it's like your dad's horror film with this is like a dad movie, like a bunch of tough guys drinking whiskey in the cold, but then it gets fucking nuts, and it's like, holy shit. I love it, man. I could watch this. Another one I could watch any given day of the week and just.
Yeah, this is John Carpenter on his fucking A game.
Yes.
Like, there is nothing wrong with this movie in any way, shape, or form. Every special effect looks better than anything you will see today.
So good.
The story is so fucking suspenseful. It's like, this movie's incredible. And Gaines, we both had this as our number 3.
Oh, awesome!
So we can just talk about it. You know what I mean? But
that's great.
What's cool is you could watch this. What is it? I don't know. 40 years later, I was making up a number.
It will never date.
And people still have new videos talking about who they think was the first to contact with the alien.
Yeah.
So. And you can watch it and be like, oh shit, maybe he's right. So to be able to still find new things about the film or have ideas about it this many years later is really incredible.
Yeah. This, I have nothing but good stuff.
And the fucking prequel sequel. Now they wanted to do practical effects because they were dead set on paying an homage to the original. And then it was costing so much fucking money, they scrapped it. And they're like, no, use CG. And it ruined it.
Yeah. And you know what? It wasn't too bad of a movie up until a certain point. And then I was like, oh, really? Yeah. But I don't remember hating it, but I barely remember it. So it wasn't a good movie. If you don't remember it isn't a good movie.
Yep. I do like the beginning when they show the ship. They find like
the map painting is so fucking beautiful. Yeah. So yes. 100% Gains. I thought it was really funny that we both had the same grade.
Look at that, man.
Yes.
Skelly pulls a good one. This is a good movie.
I love this movie so much. It's my number 2. I watch it every Halloween. And I just found out that Robert Englund directs this.
Yeah.
So, but yes, this is just a great movie. It's like basically like a phone call and you could sell your soul, and like, I don't know, it's just like an 80s horror movie style. It's great. The makeup, and it has some actors from Fright Night.
Yeah.
I definitely love this movie. It's just my favorite. It is a gem. Definitely.
Yeah, it is. And it's one of Ed's only other movies. So.
Yeah. That's not a porno.
Yeah, that isn't.
I
Yeah,
love the mom in this. The mom is so unhinged, Jesus freak, and she's
Yeah.
just like so good in it. It's like real.
I
So
forgot.
good.
I forgot about this fucking movie, man. This
Yeah,
is.
it's so
I'm
good.
glad we did this because I'm gonna have to revisit this.
yeah. This is a fun one.
Oh, I love this movie too.
And like
Yeah,
I said, I was like, "Damn, this guy's list is incredible!"
It's
like,
so incredible.
like, good lord.
It's a
I
banger.
just watched this recently, and you know what? I can't even explain why that I like it so much. I feel like I feel like I saw it at a young age, and for some reason it just stuck with me. I think like as they're training the zombie dude, that part stuck with me, and like it's just so different because they're underground throughout most of it. The military stuff,
Right.
you know, any good horror movie, you're gonna have a lot of not just humans against the monster, but human versus humans. You know, The Walking Dead's all about humans against humans with zombies in the background. You know, so I thought this was fantastic. I just literally watched it, and I love the speech. I can't think of the actor's name, but the helicopter driver, the speech he gives about humanity getting too high on its horse, and that sometimes you got to get knocked off of it, and just it strikes true. I think a lot of times to what we're living in today's society. So I dug it, and it's just a fun movie.
Then the straight man, the fucking army guy who just isn't having none of this bullshit. What the
He dies like a bastard, dude. He dies like a
choke on
bastard.
it. But he's yelling at them to choke on it.
Oh, no other villain has died a fucking horrific death like that. Like that is he just gets pulled to pieces.
He had it coming to him, man. He really did.
Yeah.
Rawhead Rex is great creature design.
Yeah. And that used to be one of the most expensive fucking VHS movies out there. Like 10 years ago. Yes.
Yeah. Because
no DVD
were made.
release. Yeah, dude. We used to get the VHSs and sell them for $100 10 years ago. Like seriously, they were like anytime we'd get a VHS collection, it was the first movie we looked for because it was the surefire. This is $150. Like as soon as we list it, it sells. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and back to this movie. Honestly, this is my favorite of all the Dead movies. Like this one, like you feel like you're in the world, like because of the pacing and how they have to live in like the salt mine thing and like all that shit. Like this one makes you feel immersed in the world. So yeah, I love this fucking movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, I'm gonna dip out. I'll let you cover my last one, okay?
Yeah, no problem, Tim. Have a good night,
Tim.
buddy.
Everybody, we'll talk to you soon. Next week, top 10 horror figures. I'm pumped for that one, man.
Hell yeah.
That sounds awesome.
All right. And go get him,
This
Gacy.
is so good.
This is another one that mixes comedy with horror. And how can you go wrong when you have a fucking decapitated head eating out the beautiful Barbara Crampton naked? She goes all in on every movie. That lady's still fucking hot. If you follow her on Instagram, she's a gorgeous woman.
Wow. That's awesome.
Herbert West is such a bastard in this movie. When he says, what was I going to say? Cat dead, details later. There's so many lines. So when the shit hits, I like when the shit hits the fan too in horror movies. So when the shit hits the fan here is when they're trying to find a decent enough body, and he's in the fucking morgue part of the hospital, and they end up fucking killing the fucking dad, who's the fucking president or the dean of the school or whatever, and then they make him look like he's a crazy man when he's really like fucked up.
Yeah,
it's so funny because then the next shot you see him in like a straitjacket, you know.
Yeah.
I adore this fucking film. I love the soundtrack. It's so
I have it too. Yep.
I love this film. I have the NECA cloth figure. It's a masterpiece. It's a really.
I hope that's on your top 10.
Oh yeah, it's really a fucking masterpiece.
It is. It's a great fucking movie. I have nothing other than to say. You hit it all, man. I love this. It's a great movie. Some of the sequels are fun, and then they get really fucking bad.
Bride isn't too bad because it's the same actors who had good chemistry together, and then it gets stupid.
Yeah. And then my second's the original Alien. Like I I watch it all the time.
Good.
It's a perfect original horror movie.
Yeah.
It's got the horror, it's got the suspense, it's got that fourth act surprise that you didn't get a lot in movies. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go crazy talking about it because I made a video about fucking.
You did.
Yeah. So if you want to hear my thoughts on going ballistic for 15 minutes, you could watch the video. It's like 2 weeks old. But yes, everything about this movie is just perfect. Like
this story's just great. All the sequels and
the space trucker.
It really creeps. It takes me a long time to watch these movies because they're so real. Like I feel like this would be how we would act and react.
Yeah. It's just, and I think it's the first time they really showed you a dirty side of space. Like space always looked well lit and super bright and nice. Like,
clean.
you know what? Yeah. Like, you know, and this is the first time you saw like, you know, the shitty guys who have to fix the spaceship that, you know, is scary as fuck looking. You know what I mean? So like, it was the first time you saw truckers in space, basically. So it was neat.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Yeah. So
I love it.
In space, no one can hear you scream. I mean.
Oh, damn.
I'm a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
Oh,
all right. And Skelly busts out.
There you
Skelly
go.
busts out the fucking random movie.
I love soundtracks, guys.
Look at this
I have
cover.
the soundtrack that is amazing. The music they made for this movie specifically, like,
Give
is
him the
amazing.
setup. Who's in it?
Oh gosh. Oh god. I Gene Simmons, Ozzy Osbourne, and this is I forget his name. I had it written down, but
Looks like Kevin. Another rock horror movie.
Sammy Kerr, and he just like winds up killing himself and possessing himself into records and for his number one band, and it's just it's hijinks. I love hijinks, and I watch this every Halloween. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's like 80s metal, but good music. It's like even the music still like stands to this time. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like this cover. This cover is fucking badass, man.
Yeah, it was really specific on this.
Yeah,
cover.
she actually sent me this one. She's like, I need this artwork.
Be a nice tattoo on your arm. It's like a tattoo.
Yeah, nah, it gets it right though. And this movie used to be rare, and you couldn't find it anywhere because of rights issues. So this was a fucking rare movie like 10 years ago. Good luck finding it.
I think you could watch this on YouTube. The whole fucking shebang.
Yeah, we used to have like a bootleg at the store that we would tell people about and just be like, here, just take it and watch it and bring it back. Like we wouldn't charge anybody. Yeah, well, because we used to do horror movies. So, you know, you got to have all of them. So. Oh, you want to get this one, Skelly?
Yeah. Sorry I'm late. Laid down and passed out. Hope your space creepers are doing well.
Thank you, my son.
Yes.
And he's going to be joining us on a coming Monday in November. Yeah. So he's going to be with us on a Monday.
Yes.
So, yeah. Thank you, my son, as always. But yeah, this was a good one, Skelly. Like I was so happy it was this Trick or Treat and not the shitty anthology one.
You know what? I don't even mind that because I like how the stories all like the mini stories.
Oh, it's fun, but this is a totally different and better movie. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, fucking assholes. You got a compliment from John. I think he was like, "Damn, you look young." Because this is a fucking.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's compliment.
Yeah, I'm old. Trust me, my birthday's coming up.
He called you a sissy?
No, he's talking about Skelly.
Oh, I'm ancient.
No.
Oh.
All
right. Let's move on. So this was not Tim's number 1. This is his number 10. So
what was the number 10? Number 10 was
Army of Darkness. He likes.
Oh, that's the number 1.
Yeah, yeah. So his real number 1 is Army of Darkness, but Nightmare on Elm Street, they're great. I know. I don't watch them as often as the other movie. Yeah. So this is a good one. Good pick. Then games.
I fucking.
Everybody's been asking about it all night.
I will say this. This might be my favorite fucking movie of all time. I'm dead serious.
It's a great
man.
one, though. It is a great movie.
I watch it in July because it's on July 4th is when it's filmed. When it takes place, rather. It makes me fucking laugh. The fucking straight man again with the members only jacket who ain't believing this shit. And he's like, he tells them to brain them. Have you ever heard that before in your life?
No, that's where it's from, man. I say that all the time.
Brain
them. Yeah, I love that, man.
And
It's
when the shit hits the fan, you're like, oh no, the fucking rain. And it just creates the snowball effect.
Yeah.
And everyone is so fucking good in it. The mortician who's like with the rabid weasels, and he's like, come on, take him out back, bury him. And he's like, no. Good. It's a fucking masterpiece, and it's something that I don't think people appreciated it in the 80s. And now it's like beloved. And
yeah, I think it did good though, because they made what did they make, like 4 of them? It was 4 of them.
Yeah, they make 4. And the first, the
later ones have nothing. Yeah.
And it has, Linnea Quigley getting naked 10 minutes into the film, and you're like, holy shit, this is going to be that kind of film. And then it's not. And it has everything. Boobs, memorable characters. The guy who played Juana Man, who played the same character in Friday the 13th Part 3, the black dude, plays the same guy. And it's fucking great.
Yeah, this is a fun one. And you know what, Gaines? I don't think I've seen this movie for I think it's been about 10 years. So I'm definitely gonna watch it. I gotta watch the second one too, though. I really like the second one. I don't know why I love the second one so much. I'm just telling myself that, but I always remembered I like the sequel more.
Now that you're a little older, man, you're gonna love when the fucking guy tells his wife to keep the pot roast warm and all these little stupid character building moments. This guy goes from being the boss to being like a scared guy he's scared for his life because he's becoming a fucking zombie. And I fucking love this film. So
yeah, I'll give it another go again.
Oh, please, man.
I do remember the graveyard scenes though,
and the soundtrack.
Yeah,
soundtrack is great. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that a lot. Sorry.
Yeah. And then my number 1 is Evil
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just honestly, for a franchise, I think for horror, it is my favorite franchise. And this is the movie that grabbed me. I do like Army of Darkness better, but like they go together to me. Like I can't watch Evil Dead 2 without watching Army of Darkness. Like it will only be a matter of days before I have to watch the third one. So I love the TV show. Like the TV show, I thought I wasn't gonna like it because he had a cop. Like at the beginning, it didn't feel like it knew what the fuck it was, but he was so entertaining in it. It kept me going.
Yeah.
But once that season ended and they knew what they were doing, like that show is fucking great, man.
Yeah.
I love it. So
yeah, it's good. And he still looks good. He still has the fucking like
everything. Dude, I thought the sidekicks would suck and I love them. And I'm like, I love that they're in the universe now. So yeah. So to me, this one changed me. Like horror movies completely changed when I saw this.
I agree.
Was like,
I felt the same way.
Yeah. Like I didn't know you could do funny in horror and pull it off and still be a badass and do one-liners. And it just had everything. It was so right. So.
If you look up, we Used and Stuart Gordon, we're now getting confused because they worked together and did Reanimator and all that shit. So I think a quote he says is you never want to just with horror, you don't want to keep scaring the viewer because it gets old. Yeah. So you want to mix the humor in there to make them feel comfortable. And a lot of the movies we all mentioned tonight have that mix of, horror and comedy. And I'll say it again, when those two combine and work well, it's the best. It's the best thing you could watch, on your fucking TV is when horror and comedy are mixed together, in my opinion.
I think it's the perfect blend. Like everything works so right. So I'm a big old. So let's get us down here.
That was fun.
Yeah. We do still have some more slides. Hang on. I gotta.
Well, we better do Jerk of the Week while it's still relevant because next week.
Yes. Oh, well, we gotta do peg warmers.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's a quick peg warmer. Let me get the branding and then we will hit this shit. I almost hit the spicy Tim button. I'm gonna do it.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts!
All right, sorry. I had to hit the Tim
Had
button.
to,
But yeah, here.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
I fucking love that spicy Tim button, so.
I will check out this documentary. Listen.
Yes, this thing is peg warming fucking hard.
I don't want to ruffle anybody's nuts. I remember Tiger Force, and I know I was older, but I still collected toys even when I was 13. Tiger Force fucking peg warms when I was a kid, and it's peg warming now. It's G.I. Joe figures as you know them in goofy fucking outfits, and this is more proof to it to me. And maybe it's the price point. Maybe it's not that. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But look how many fucking sets are there, man.
Yeah, I think this 2-pack is just 55. Does not feel like a nice number. Like it's not a nice number for figures that are repaints. And
no,
I'm not saying you don't get the value in this set because they do give you a ton of shit, but
he said
there's not a lot of incentive because nothing's new other than a backpack. Yeah,
they look like
they do. They should be with Quigley. You know what I mean?
So yeah, this is peg warming. And I was looking for fucking Road Pig, and I can't get them because this is sitting clogging shelves, and they didn't put the order in for Road Pig.
Yeah, it blows. I tried looking for him everywhere, but he showed up at work for me. I don't know how we got him, but whatever. And then what do we got next? We got. Oh, well, hang on. Let me switch us back here because I don't want to ruin the surprise. Let's see what we have next. Oh yeah, we definitely have Jerk of the Week next. Okay. So let's hit that Jerk of the Week button. Where the fuck are you?
That's the sound of the beast.
Well, the Jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Okay.
What?
Go ahead, Jerk. You must have seen this because you agreed with me immediately.
Okay. A couple of people at work were really excited that they were going to be getting a new system of some sort. And then out of fucking nowhere, it's a stupid fucking alarm clock. So yeah, big pass on this fucking shit. I'll see you at Ollie's, baby. I'll see you at Ollie's.
I know freaks will buy this and swear it's so.
It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm gonna put it in front of me to take the bullet for a Nintendo.
This fucking thing, if you try to like ignore it or like snooze it, it'll do like the Mario coin thing as you're rolling around in bed. Fucking pistol. You're gonna break in this thing.
Like Mario.
I don't. Now, if this came out before smartphones, sure, I would probably buy it. But everyone just uses their fucking phone for their alarm, right?
Yeah. Or just like the alarm clock you've had for 3,000 years that will never break because you bought it 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I need that. I need that horrible, like I need to be.
Yeah, you don't want to wake up to cute music, right?
No, I'll just, no.
So on top of not announcing a Switch 2 that is woefully due, the Switch is just dated fucking hardware at this point. They've also. Any content creator on YouTube that is playing like through emulators and shit, Nintendo constantly is trying to strike you down to get you to not play an emulator and to somehow buy, Metroid and play it, from 1985, even though you could play it on the Switch through their weird subscription. Nintendo's just a shit underneath all the charm and the whimsy and the fun and the Mario and the Nintendo does fun shit. This is stupid, but it's somehow fun. Underneath all that is a fucking fuckhead of a company.
Yeah, big pass.
They got my money.
You're gonna buy the alarm?
Okay. Skelly, no, you don't need
not
to hear
this
little
clock,
chords.
though.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yes.
So
dang.
I get really mad at it, though. You're right.
Yeah.
So, gang, this was an amazing show, but we have one more thing to plug before plugging. So, right here, my good buddy Toy Gaines.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let him know what we got here, buddy.
So I've been doing a show that's almost like I'm not gonna fucking lie. My town sucks. It's great if you're 20 and you want to get fucking hammered at the river and drink beer. Listen, if I was in my 20s, I would be doing that. But as far as like things like events and stuff, it's shitty. So this has almost become like a community service. I have 3 partners. We don't make much money off this shit because when you take into the cost of renting the place and tables, we do it for fun. And Jerk is gonna fucking be there. I can't wait.
I will be there.
So we got a big, beautiful, old fucking hotel that kind of reminds me of like the fucking Shining, but it's awesome. I like that about it because it gives it like a vibe. And I can't, for the first time in a long time, I'm excited because our last location, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, was like known for like hookers and shit.
It's the perfect place for a Gaines toy show.
I don't, not no fucking Newburgh hookers. Maybe New York City hookers. So I'm so excited. We have 150 tables, which is a lot of fucking tables. This is gonna be almost as big as fucking ToyCon, Jerk. I can't believe.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's gonna be lit up, man. And like I said, I will be there. I will have a table, people, so you won't have to track me down. I will actually be at a table. I will be selling shit and greeting people. And yes. So definitely make your way out. It's not that far off, guys. Like seriously, if you're in like the tri-state area, it's not that far of a drive in any direction. So,
and listen, thank you, Finn. If you live in a town that has nothing going on, and here's where the fucking light bulb went off. Going to Target every day and going to Walmart every day and seeing empty shelves, I was like, okay, there's a lot of collectors in this area. And I'm sure people are just as frustrated as me when they go to the Target and they go to the toy section and there's fucking nothing there. So when we did that first show, man, like 500 people showed up, and I was ecstatic. And it's really fun. And the point of this is, if you have an idea to do this in your town, hit me up. I will give you all the advice you need to get the fucking ball rolling. It is not that difficult. It's stressful, but once you do everything, there's a huge payoff to it.
Hell yeah. And I just love toy shows. So, and if this is going to be a big fucker, I can't wait to be a part of it and help you out. And
thank you.
Whatever. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So, people, we are going to be plugging this fucking show every week until it fucking happens. So, get ready. I'm sorry.
Not sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. But Gaines is my homie, and I want a show to do really good.
Four Feathers, there is the Newburgh Brewery, which makes a good fucking like cream ale or some nonsense. I will give Newburgh Brewery. Listen, if you want to come to a town to get tanked, Beacon, City, Newburgh, Poughkeepsie, fun stuff, but just not a lot for fucking kids and not a lot of charm. You know what I mean? So
there you go, people. There you go. Oh, I hit the wrong fucking button.
Jesus,
there we go. I'm a shit show today. Like I barely got this slideshow together in time, dude. I didn't think it was gonna be that big of a deal, and then I was like, oh, I have to Photoshop like 70 fucking slides today. Wonderful.
Yeah. But it fleshed out the show. I made it really fun, man.
It made it easy to keep track. We got everybody's, picture, number, so it's easy to keep track. So
no,
that was really awesome.
Yeah. So let me. I don't have anything to plug. I'll have a video tomorrow probably because I think Saturday we have some plans. So we'll see what happens. So I'll probably do a video like I said early. Skelly, you want to get that real quick?
Cody Walls, great list, guys. Love the show. Good night, Raw Dogs. Skelly Mouse fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that's all I got. I mean, I'm not doing a stream this weekend. No extra stuff this weekend. And then we just got Raw again for Monday. So
nice.
That's what's going on with me. How about you, Mr. Gaines?
I don't know. I got a bunch of videos up right now about just random shit. I probably have another Hello October video on Sunday. Yeah, I just want to do some ass kissing. I had, life will. I didn't have a hurricane run through my fucking town.
Yeah,
but as we all know, life could be shitty, and life could put you in moods you don't want to be in. And I want to thank everyone on these Thursday nights for making shit fun. And
hell yeah,
I'll leave it at that. So take care, have fun.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun tonight.
Awesome. And I'm glad you got to bring a list or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You usually just sit back and watch us talk. So
I love it.
Yes, it was very nice. So everybody have a good fucking night, and we will see you
thank you,
Monday.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Man, I don't know what the fuck you just said, little kid. You special, man. You reached down, and you touched the
Get on with it. Dog wheel hunt. Get that Leatherface. Get that dog wheel hunt. Yes, get over that.
You tell him I'm coming. Tell him I'm fucking coming.
Get on with it.
It's the first time I met you. I realized you could have been the killer. Oh, but let me tell you something. Oh, did you have me thinking you were at you were back there in that with that tree with that chihuahua. That's your wedding cake. That wine was in there.